Chapter 4153. Father, you can't let him off. You can't let him off. He destroyed the powerful bloodline treasure of our Xian Earth tribe. Kill him. Kill him. Liao Feiyu stared at Tianzi and roared when he saw his father making a move. He was utterly defeated and his bloodline weapon was destroyed. This made him lose his mind. Aren't you guys too shameless? The arena battles are supposed to be fair and just. What's the meaning of the universe lord interfering now? If you guys do this, how will it be fair in the future? Gong Cheng Miao Miao, who was watching from below, was furious. She couldn't help but shout. His figure flashed, wanting to fly up to the arena. Miao Miao, come over here. Don't talk nonsense. Gong Cheng Miao Miao's great-grandfather heard her and had a slight change in expression. He waved his arm and a wave of energy wrapped around her, pulling her back. Great-grandfather, I'm not talking nonsense. They are too shameless and don't follow the rules. How can they convince others in the future? How can they? Gong Cheng Miao Miao continued to speak loudly. However, before she could finish her sentence, she was sealed off by a stream of water. Woo woo. Gong Cheng Miao Miao opened her mouth but couldn't make a sound. She looked at Muri Tianzi with worry in her eyes. I'm sorry, everyone from the Xian Earth tribe. I'll bring this brat away now. Tianzi's grandfather apologized to Liao Feiyu's father once again as he pulled him down the arena. Liao Feiyu's father looked on coldly but didn't make a move. Without receiving orders from his father or the experts of the tribe, he wouldn't make a move. They were in the wrong in this matter. It was fine if they could just kill the other party. However, this would embarrass the Xian Earth tribe. It would have a negative impact on their reputation. There will be plenty of opportunities to kill this brat. I'll just find an opportunity and kill him directly. He thought to himself. Tianzi's grandfather brought him down the arena forcefully. Muri Yin and the rest flew over immediately and looked at him with concern. Tianzi, let's forget about this matter. I'll send you back to the tribe later. Tianzi's grandfather said to him with a bitter expression. Tianzi had destroyed a powerful treasure of the Xian Earth tribe. He was worried that the mystic Earth tribe would take revenge. If they really wanted to take revenge, their Muley tribe wouldn't be able to stop them. In fact, if they dared to resist, the Muley tribe would be implicated. Now, he could only let Tianzi return to the tribe and pray that the Xuantu tribe would not pursue the matter. Tianzi looked at his family, his face filled with unwillingness. Foster father, I can't accept this. Tianzi looked at Wang Xian with strong indignation on his face. If it's their fault, why are they still so arrogant? Why didn't they follow the rules? How could they break the rules? Why are they so shameless? He gritted his teeth and said angrily, because they think they are superior. Wang Xian looked at him and replied calmly, what can you do even if you're indignant? However, everything is up to you. With foster father here, there is nothing to worry about. Wang Xian looked at him and added another sentence. Godfather, I want to become stronger. I want to become stronger as soon as possible. Tianzi looked at Wang Xian and gritted his teeth. With a serious look, he made up his mind. I want them to pay the price. All right, let's continue. Wang Xian looked at Tianzi's decision and said plainly. Since Tianzi had chosen to expose himself, so be it. Anyway, he wouldn't be able to hide it for long. Taking the initiative to make a choice was much better than being exposed passively. Upon hearing Wang Xian, Tianzi nodded his head solemnly and looked in the direction of the arena. Around them, Muri Yin and Tianzi's grandfather were watching the conversation between Tianzi and Wang Xian with puzzlement. What did they mean? What was the meaning of their conversation? Mum, Grandpa, I'm going to show you my true strength today. Tianzi chuckled, lifted his head slightly and spoke. He looked in the direction of Gong Cheng Miao Miao. Gong Cheng Miao Miao was also staring at her. Miao Miao, today, I'm going to show you the real Muley Tianzi. Tianzi said loudly to her as he turned to the arena. Bam! In the next instant, the water attribute on his body spread outwards. At the same time, a wave of wood attribute energy erupted gradually. Liao Feiyu and Liao Feiyu's father. You guys think you're high and mighty. But I, Tianzi, was born to be extraordinary. I beat up the young and the old. Fine, I'll slaughter both of you today. I'm going to see how shameless the Xuantu tribe is. Let's see if you guys will continue to send the old guys up here. As Tianci spoke, he moved and returned to the arena in an instant. His speed was terrifying. In the blink of an eye, he was back in the arena again. This speed was definitely not something a universe venerable could possess. Tianci. Muri Yin-er and Tianci's grandfather were a little dumbfounded. What's going on? What's going on? Tianci challenged the Xuantu tribe directly. Don't worry. Just watch. Today is the day Tianci makes a name for himself in the universe. Hee. Wang Xian chuckled and spoke to them. Wang Xian, what's going on? Muri Yin-er looked at Wang Xian and then at her son in the arena with a face full of astonishment. But she also knew that Wang Xian would not harm her son. That Muri Tianci is in the arena again. He wants to challenge Liao Jiang? It can't be. Is he out of his mind? He challenged the Xuantu tribe and Liao Feiyu's father directly. He's challenging a fifth-order universe sovereign expert. Is he courting death? You don't know? This Muri Tianci is a little reckless. What realm is Liao Feiyu's father at? How can he challenge him? The young are full of vigor. What's the use of being born extraordinary? Mu Li Tianci's cultivation talent is indeed monstrous, but how can he be a match for a fifth-order sovereign realm expert? All the experts and disciples from the surrounding tribes thought this was the end of the matter. They thought that the Xuantu tribe cherished their reputation and would not continue to break the rules. But they did not expect Muri Tianci to take the initiative to challenge the old and the young again. Going against a fifth-order universe sovereign was simply courting death. On the arena, Liao Feiyu's father, Liao Jiang, was also taken aback. He had let that brat off, but this brat came back to challenge him. Challenging him? Continuing to challenge the Xuantu tribe? Chapter 4154, When Mu Li Tianci returned to the stage. When Liao Feiyu and his father, Liao Jiang, heard what he said, their expressions sank. However, in the next instant, Liao Jiang's face was filled with a sinister smile. Previously, he did not kill Mu Li Tianci because he cared about the Xian Earth tribe's face. But now, Mu Li Tianci had taken the initiative to challenge him. This was simply courting death. Good, very good. You want to challenge me? Liao Jiang had a cold smile on his face as his eyes flashed. Because of the rules, I let you live. Now that you don't care, you can die. If I want to kill you, it's no different from crushing an ant. Go to hell, Liao Jiang said. This time, he did not hesitate. He waved his hand and an earth arrow appeared in front of him. The earth arrow shot towards Tianci. Although this earth arrow was not the strongest attack of a fifth-order universe sovereign, even a fourth-order universe sovereign would have to go all out to defend against it. The gap brought about by the difference in levels was extremely huge. Whoosh! The earth arrow arrived in front of Tianci in an instant. Tianci stared at the earth arrow without any change in his expression. Beneath his feet, a tree was growing rapidly. The huge tree was lush and full of leaves. Whoosh whoosh whoosh! The branches directly condensed into a huge rattan and met the earth arrow head-on. Peng! The sound of collision rang out once more. Mu Li Tianci was only a fourth-order universe lord, but he had the power of the heavenly origin fortune divine tree. With the support of this power, it was too easy for him to fight above his realm. After the huge collision, the earth arrow dissipated. That huge vine was like a huge python, still exuding a powerful aura. Wood element. How is this possible? How can he control the wood element? He has the wood element of at least a fifth-order universe lord. How is this possible? At that instant, everyone around the stage was stunned once more. Yes, completely stunned. They felt like they had been struck by lightning. They felt like everything in front of them was an illusion. A youth who had cultivated for less than 100 million years had the strength of a peak universe venerable. This was already shocking and monstrous. But now, this young man displayed the strength of a fifth-order universe sovereign. And this time, it wasn't the water attribute, but the wood attribute. A fifth-order universe sovereign realm youth who had cultivated for less than 100 million years. This must be fake, right? Unbelievable. Every expert and every disciple was stunned by the scene before them and Mu Li Tianxi's strength. Muri Yin-er, Tianxi's grandfather, and the experts of the Muri tribe were the same. This strength. Especially Tianxi's grandfather. His current strength was only at the fifth-order universe sovereign realm. However, his grandson's strength was not weaker than his. Also, how did he master the wood element? Yin-er, what's going on? Why did Tianxi also control the wood element? And his so strong? He could not help but ask. However, when he saw his daughter's confused expression, he knew that his daughter didn't know about this matter either. Then everything. He looked at the calm Wang Xian and felt that the current Wang Xian was extremely mysterious. You actually withstood it. Wood element, your wood element realm is so strong. How is this possible? Liao Jiang looked at this scene with his eyes wide open and roared in disbelief. My godfather said that I'm not suitable to cultivate the water element. The wood element is my true attribute. Are you ready to die? Tianxi stared at him calmly. In the next instant, he narrowed his eyes and the towering tree behind him attacked Liao Jiang with its branches. The branches that filled the sky were like giant pythons that could devour the heavens and the earth, devouring Liao Jiang. Damn it, earth exploding meteorites. Liao Jiang's expression changed drastically. One of his hands turned into a giant arm and smashed towards the ground. Rumble. Rumble. The ground cracked and the soil condensed into terrifying meteorites that flew towards the countless branch pythons. Rumble. However, the branch pythons engulfed the meteorites in an instant. The power of the two seemed to be on a completely different level. The terrifying branches continued to attack Liao Jiang. What? Liao Jiang's eyes narrowed when he saw how easily his attack was destroyed. He knew that Mu Li Tianxi was much stronger than him. He wasn't his match at all. Although it was unbelievable and hard to accept, it was the truth. Father, save me. Liao Jiang hurriedly shouted for help. Where did this monster come from? Liao Jiang's father stood on the main seat and stared at this scene with his eyes wide open. His expression kept changing. He signaled to a middle-aged man beside him. The middle-aged man beside him nodded his head and flew towards the arena. Stop! The middle-aged man shouted and waved his arm. A butcher's knife formed in the air. The butcher's knife was so huge that it could almost stand in the sky. It slashed towards Tianxi, an attack that belonged to an eighth-order universe lord. And it was a very strong attack. He, how ironic. So this is your Xian Tu tribe. When you beat the young, the old comes. When you beat the old, an even older one comes. How despicable. The moment the middle-aged man attacked, Tianxi sensed it. He looked over with disdain, and this voice of ridicule also spread throughout the entire arena. It's Liao Mingdao. He actually attacked. This is indeed despicable. When the young couldn't beat the old came. When the old couldn't beat the old, an even stronger one came? What's the point? Isn't this Xian Tu tribe too shameless? Why don't they just send an expert to kill Mu Li Tianxi? Liao Feiyu is in the top 10 of the Chosen One group, and Liao Jiang is in the top 20 of the Heaven List group. This Liao Mingdao is even stronger, and he is a strong contender for the first place of the War God group. It's too shameless for them to come out one by one. The surrounding experts couldn't help but comment when they saw that the Xian Tu tribe had sent Liao Mingdao. This series of actions, too shameless. Beat the god. Tianxi's body shook when he saw Liao Mingdao's attack. 3 clones appeared around him. The 3 clones each held a branch. At the same time, a branch appeared in Tianxi's hand. His main body and the 3 clones waved their branches in unison towards the huge butcher's knife. Bam! An intense collision sound reverberated through the air once again. 4 pieces of paper landed on the butcher's knife. The butcher's knife started to crumble. Chapter 4155. The heavenly yuan fortune treasure had appeared. The 4 pieces of divine wood landed on the butcher's knife, causing it to crumble completely. At the same time, the countless branches continued to attack Liao Jiang. Liao Mingdao had thought that after he killed Muri Tianxi, his attack would lose its power. However, he had never expected that his attack would be blocked. His eyes widened. Numb. Yes, the shock of the day had made him numb. Save me. It was only when the terrified cries for help continued to ring out from below that he reacted. He lowered his head and quickly flew towards Liao Jiang to save him. Pa. 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 However, at this moment, he heard the sound of a willow twig whipping. Then, 4 terrifying branches appeared around him. These 4 branches seemed to want to obliterate him. This made his scalp go numb, and he quickly tried to block them. Ah! At this moment, a blood-curdling scream came from below. The densely packed branches pierced through Liao Jiang's body and tore through every drop of his flesh and blood. Liao Jiang was dead. Liao Mingdao's expression changed drastically. Father. Liao Feiyu, who was watching from the back, was also completely stunned. His father had been killed. He was killed by Mu Li Tianzi. Gasp. At this moment, gasps could be heard all around. What did they just see? Fuck. Even the pinnacle cosmos ruler realm powerhouses couldn't help but rub their eyes. Were they dreaming? That young man? Or a normal human? Or a human from the 6 Paths universe? How could he be so strong? Impossible. Hey. This is the aura of a heavenly yuan fortune treasure. This is definitely the aura of a heavenly yuan fortune treasure. At the same time, in a room outside the underground city, 7 figures gathered in the slightly crowded room. Their auras were hidden to the extreme. The 7 of them were the 7 heavenly yuan fortune treasure realm experts, Bake Saint. During this period of time, they had been moving forward cautiously and finally entered the underground city. In order to prevent being discovered, they had no choice but to hide in this small room. While they were discussing how to go deeper, they suddenly sensed the fluctuations of the Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure. The 7 of them widened their eyes. It's the aura of the Heaven Origin Fortune Treasure. It's the aura of that Heaven Origin Fortune Treasure. Encyclopedia Saint's eyes shone with a scorching light as he roared somewhat agitatedly. But soon, his expression changed. This won't do. The aura of the Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure has been leaked. The Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure is about to be exposed. We must act immediately. We must act immediately. Encyclopedia Saint said anxiously. Let's go. Let's charge over. Go there directly. Don't worry about being exposed. Go there directly. The other 6 heavenly yuan manifestation experts also yelled in a somewhat crazed manner. Boom. In the next instant, they moved and flew directly in the direction of the aura of the heavenly yuan fortune supreme treasure. Their speed was extremely fast. The aura of the Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure was suddenly exposed, which gave them a bad feeling. Because the 6 Paths Universe's Heavenly Yuan manifestation experts were also searching for the Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure. The exposure of this aura could possibly attract the 6 Paths Universe's Heavenly Yuan creation treasure. Once they went there, it would be very difficult for them to compete. Speed, they must be fast. The 7 figures practically used all their strength. According to their calculations, they could reach there within a minute. This aura is. At this moment, in the void around the underground city, the news of the Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure in the plains had been thoroughly spread out. A large number of Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme experts entered the plains. This news was naturally known by the 3 Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme experts of the 6 Paths universe. In addition, their 6 Paths universe was holding the 6 Paths conference, so the 3 Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme experts were also in the plains. Not far from the underground city, the Heaven Origin Creation Realm expert in the form of a metal element cheetah suddenly sensed an extremely powerful and pure energy. This energy was the energy of the Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure. Moreover, with this pure energy, it was definitely not from the Heaven Yuan Fortune Treasure fragment. Could it be that the Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure is really in the plains, or in the underground city? The cheetah Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme expert's eyes lit up. Hong. Instantly, his speed reached a terrifying level as he flew towards the underground city, The Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme treasure had appeared. The Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme expert sensed it. At the underground city's arena, all the experts and disciples of the various tribes watched as Qian Ci killed the Fifth Order Universe Lord Liao Jiang. They watched as he fought against the Eighth Order Universe Lord Liao Mingdao. Liao Feiyu's grandfather watched as his son was killed, and his eyes flashed with killing intent. He glared at Tianzi and was prepared to suppress him. He did not believe that such a young man could possess such formidable strength. Hong, 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 hong. However, at this moment, in the middle of the Black Earth Tribe's experts, in the middle of the Dead Tribe's experts, two Pinnacle Universe Lord experts emitted a powerful aura. They stared at the God-striking wood branch in Tianzi's hands, their eyes wide open, filled with shock and passion. Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure. Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure. A low roar came from their mouths. Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure. At this moment, they recognized the Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure. As the core of the Black Earth Tribe and the Dead Tribe, they were the closest to the Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme experts. Therefore, they knew much more than the others. Among them was information about the Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure of their Six Paths universe. They had a detailed understanding of the Heavenly Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure, and they also had treasures that could help them investigate it. Before Tianzi used the Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure, he could not sense it. But now, he sensed it. Oh! In the surroundings, all the experts and disciples from the various tribes looked over in shock when they saw the two-peak universe ruler realm experts suddenly releasing their auras. Today, he had given them too many surprises. A heaven-defying youth. And now, the Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure was spat out by two Pinnacle Universe Lord experts. What was going on? The aura of the Pinnacle Universe Lord experts swept across the entire arena, causing everyone to feel immense pressure. All the tribes could feel that the sky was about to change. Like, something big was about to happen. Chapter 4156. Whoosh whoosh whoosh. Whoosh whoosh whoosh. A storm was brewing above the Six Paths Tournament's arena. The Xiantu tribe and the departed tribe's Pinnacle Universe rulers quickly arrived at the arena and stared at Tianzi. They stared at the divine wood branch in Tianzi's hand. On it, they sensed the pure information of the Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure. Tianzi looked at them with a calm expression on his face. Heaven Yuan Fortune Treasure, is that the Heaven Yuan Fortune Treasure in your hand? One of the profound Earth Tribe's patriarchs trembled as he stared at Tianzi and growled. Who would have thought that the Heaven Yuan Fortune Treasure that the entire Six Paths universe has been searching for, the Heaven Yuan Fortune Treasure that the Six Paths universe has been searching for, is in your hands, in your hand. The expert from the Dead Tribe trembled, his eyes blazing with passion. A Heaven Yuan Fortune Treasure that shook the entire Six Paths universe, a Heaven Yuan Fortune Treasure that many Heaven Yuan Fortune Realm experts were searching for, had appeared before their eyes. This made his breathing quicken. What? The treasure that the other universes have been searching for, the treasure that our Six Paths universe has been searching for over 100 million years, is in Muli Tianzi's hands? Heaven Yuan Fortune Treasure? This Muli Tianzi rose to such a terrifying level at such a young age because of the Heaven Yuan Fortune Treasure? Oh my God! At this moment, all the experts and disciples of the surrounding tribes held their breath. The past 100 million years had been the most chaotic year in the Six Paths universe. It was also the most dangerous year for all the tribes. The Heaven Yuan Fortune Realm experts from other universes had invaded. Later on, the Heaven Yuan Fortune Realm experts had sent their subordinates into their universes. For this, the three Heaven Yuan Fortune Realm experts of the Six Paths universe had even issued an order to form a team to hunt down the invaders. The invasion of the other universes was all because the Six Paths universe was about to give birth to a Heaven Yuan Fortune Treasure. Now, this Heaven Yuan Fortune Treasure was in the hands of a young man. The Heaven's Origin Good Fortune Treasure is not in my hands. Rather, it has always belonged to me, and has always been one with me. My mother got pregnant out of wedlock, and gave birth to me. It was because the Heaven's Origin Good Fortune Treasure was born inside of my mother. Tianxi looked at them calmly and said, "What?" When the Shen Tu tribe and deceased tribe's peak universe ruler realm experts heard Tianxi's words, their eyes widened. Around the arena, Mu Li Yin also opened her mouth wide when she heard the news. Mu Li Yin was a pure person. When she suddenly got pregnant, she was a little confused and couldn't understand it at all. Later on, her father guessed that someone powerful had taken control of her body and defiled her, causing her to become pregnant. This was also the most logical and most likely scenario. Even she accepted this answer. But now, she wasn't tainted by anyone. She was pregnant and gave birth to the heavenly bestowal because of the heavenly origin good fortune treasure. The heavenly origin fortune treasure was born in his body. What? Mu Li Yin was in a daze. The surrounding experts and disciples were also filled with shock. No wonder countless experts of other universes, the three lords of our universe, and all the tribes of our universe couldn't find the heaven origin fortune treasure even after exhausting all their efforts. It turns out that the heaven origin fortune treasure was born in a person's body, and it has perfectly fused with a person. A peak universe ruler realm expert murmured. In the past 100 million years, the entire Six Paths universe had been turned upside down and no heavenly origin fortune treasure was found. So this was it. The heavenly origin fortune treasure. However, around the arena, the experts and disciples of the various tribes looked at the center of the arena with their eyes wide open. Their eyes flashed and they took out their communicators, treasures and some special scrolls and sent out some messages. And those who received the messages were all heavenly origin fortune realm experts from the other universes. A group of heavenly origin fortune realm experts entered the Six Paths universe. In the past 100 million years, their invasion of the Six Paths universe was very deep. Their subordinates would be suppressed by the Six Paths universe. Then they could develop subordinates from the Six Paths universe. Whether it was coercion or bribery, it was too easy for heavenly origin fortune realm experts to control the disciples of the Six Paths universe expert. In fact, they even had spies in the various large tribes. And their spies were for the news of the heavenly origin fortune treasure. Especially since it was rumored that the heavenly origin fortune treasure had appeared in the plains of Earth, a group of heavenly origin fortune realm experts naturally gathered their spies here. In the underground city, there were many around the arena. Now that these spies received the news, they immediately sent it out. The heavenly origin fortune treasure had appeared. There were even some spies that looked around vigilantly and took out an altar-like object. Teleportation array. It could teleport heavenly origin fortune realm experts over instantly. Take the heavenly origin fortune treasure. A peak universe ruler from the Shen Earth tribe narrowed his eyes and immediately made a decision. He transmitted to his companions beside him. Beside him, there were three other peak universe ruler realm experts. They were experts that were watching the competition from the upper seats. At the same time, they were here to prevent invaders from other universes from coming and massacring the elites and experts of their Six Paths universe. Now that the heavenly origin fortune treasure had appeared, they knew how important it was. They had to get it, even if they had to pay a terrible price. Boom. Just as they were about to make a move, a powerful aura surged towards them from the side. At the side, the four peak universe ruler experts from the departed tribe were also prepared to attack Tianxi. This time, both sides had no reservations. Even if it meant fighting, they would not hesitate. In fact, the three peak universe ruler experts from the departed tribe had already attacked the four experts from the Shen Earth tribe. Obviously, they wanted to fight for an opportunity for one of their companions. This sudden turn of events caused everyone's expression to change drastically. The experts from the Shen Earth tribe and the departed tribe had actually started fighting. This attack, the heavenly origin fortune treasure belongs to us. However, the moment they made their move, 7 figures flew towards them at a terrifying speed from the entrance of the arena. Their gazes locked onto Tianxi, their eyes filled with excitement, passion, and greed. The energy that exploded from their bodies caused the expressions of all the experts around the arena to change drastically. Chapter 4157. Boom. Just as everyone thought the Shen Tu tribe and the deceased tribe were about to start fighting, An aura that made everyone feel despair suddenly assaulted them. This terrifying aura covered the entire sky. It far exceeded the aura of the Shen Tu tribe and deceased tribe experts on the stage. Get down, get down. Around the arena, all the experts of the tribes sensed this terrifying power, and their faces were filled with terror as they roared. This terrifying energy pressure, even a universe supremacy level existence would be directly crushed to death. Luckily, the experts from the various tribes put up a defense, allowing those disciples below the universe Lord realm to survive. Even so, the Cosmos ruler realm powerhouses were breathing heavily, and their foreheads were drenched in cold sweat. What kind of enemy was this? It's the Heaven Yuan creation realm experts from other universes. Fight them. When the peak universe ruler realm experts of the Shen Tu tribe and the undead tribe saw the 7 figures flying over, their expressions changed drastically. They hurriedly roared. At this time, they gave up on fighting each other and joined forces against an external enemy. Against an external enemy, they did not hesitate at all. Earth core, open. One of the peak universe Lord realm experts from the Shen Tu tribe did not hesitate as he took out a treasure and placed it on the ground, punching it. Boom. In the next instant, an incomparably huge defense rose up from the stage, forming an incomparably strong defense. Break the defense. The figures flying over were naturally the 7 Heaven Yuan creation realm experts, including Saint Bake. Seeing the defense that rose up, their eyes narrowed and weapons appeared in their hands. Boom. Boom boom boom. Following which, all sorts of attacks landed on the defense. Ka. When the attack landed on it, the Earth's core defense did not immediately collapse. But even so, huge cracks instantly appeared on the circular defensive barrier that enveloped the entire arena. The entire defense could only withstand 2 more attacks from the opponent. Shit. The 7 of them are all Heaven Yuan creation realm experts from other universes, all peak universe Lord realm experts. Block them. The peak universe Lord realm expert from the Shen Tu tribe saw this and his face changed as he shouted. The Earth's core defenses were set up by the profound Earth tribe's divine origin realm expert. But now, a huge crack had appeared on it. This scene caused them to be horrified. Block. All sovereign realm experts, stop them. The peak sovereign realm expert of the dead tribe also roared in a stern voice. There were over 100 million experts and disciples from the various tribes around the arena. Among them, there were more than 10 peak universe ruler realm experts other than the 2 tribe. These people were the top experts of the other tribes. They did not refuse the orders of the mystic Earth tribe and the undead tribe. Currently, the orders of the divine origin creation realm powerhouses were to unite against the invaders from other universes. They had to fight as a united front. Boom boom boom. One by one, top-notch experts hovered in the air, weapons in hand, staring at the 7 creation realm experts outside. Everything happened in an instant. Tianxi's identity was exposed. The experts of the mystic Earth tribe and the deceased tribe attacked. 7 powerful invaders arrived. Everything happened in an instant. Tianxi's eyes narrowed when he saw this. Only at this moment did he realize how fatally attractive he was to other experts. Even the experts of the 6 Paths universe were going to attack him. This made his expression turn ugly. Mystic Earth tribe, undead tribe, I have fused with the divine origin creation treasure. Do you still want to kill me and take away the treasure? Tianxi looked at the peak sovereign realm experts of the mystic Earth tribe and the deceased tribe and asked with an ugly expression. Experts from the same universe wanted to kill him and take away the divine origin creation treasure. This made him feel uncomfortable. Was the 6 Paths universe still his universe? Your life belongs to the 6 Paths universe. The 3 lords will decide. Stand there and don't move. Otherwise, I will kill you immediately. A peak sovereign realm expert from the mystic Earth tribe glanced at Tianxi and said with a sullen expression. With that, he looked at the 7 creation realm experts in front of him and quickly passed the news to the creation realm experts of the mystic Earth tribe. Tianxi's expression turned ugly when he heard the words of the mystic Earth tribe expert. This was the answer given to him by the 6 Paths universe expert. As long as he dared to move, he would be killed immediately. His face was filled with bitterness. At this time, all the experts and disciples of the surrounding tribes also came to their senses a little. They were shocked by this sudden scene. "You want to kill Tianzi?" Wang Xian, who had been standing in front of the arena, was not surprised at all. However, when he heard the words of the peak sovereign realm expert from the mystic earth tribe, he raised his eyebrows slightly. He opened his mouth and said faintly. At the same time, his figure disappeared and reappeared beside the peak sovereign realm expert. Before the peak sovereign realm expert could react, he saw a figure suddenly appear beside him. He was stunned. "You're courting death." Wang Xian's eyes were filled with coldness and killing intent as he stared at him. In the next instant, he waved his arm and his palm turned into a dragon claw that grabbed the peak sovereign realm expert. His life force was instantly gone. Instant kill. Then, as if nothing had happened, he landed quietly on the arena. Unforeseen event, a sudden unforeseen event, once again left everyone dumbfounded. Especially the experts around the peak sovereign realm expert from the mystic earth tribe, as well as the other peak sovereign realm experts from the dead tribe. Before they could even react, a powerhouse at the same level as them had been obliterated just like that. This caused their faces to be filled with horror. What kind of existence was this? "You're also a creation realm expert from another universe." A peak sovereign realm expert from the dead tribe roared with a face full of shock. Close to 20 pinnacle sovereign realm experts quickly gathered together and stared at Wang Xian. Their faces were filled with horror. "Let me introduce myself. I'm the Dragon King of the Dragon Palace from the Nine Origins universe." Wang Xian looked at them and said calmly, "The Dragon King of the Dragon Palace from the Nine Origins universe?" At this time, over at the Muri tribe, Muri Yin-er, her father, brother, and all the experts and disciples of the Muri tribe seemed to have been struck by lightning. Muri Yin-er was tongue-tied and couldn't believe it. The young man she saved turned out to be an expert from another universe. A creation realm expert. Chapter 4158. The experts and disciples of the Muri tribe were dumbfounded. Muri Yin-er's parents were even more incredulous. The young man that was saved by their daughter. The young man who had lived in their home for a long time and stayed in the Muri tribe for close to 100 million years, teaching Tianzi cultivation, was actually an elite expert from another universe. The kind of existence that could contend with the three lords of the Six Paths universe. The experts and disciples of the surrounding tribes were also dumbfounded. That Heaven Yuan fortune treasure has Heaven Yuan creation realm experts beside the young man. Attack with all your might, don't delay any further. Bake Saint saw that the Earth's core shield had withstood their attacks and saw Wang Xian's silhouette. His eyes turned red and he immediately roared. Now, every second that they stayed here, they would be in more danger. They had to end the battle quickly and snatch the Heaven Yuan fortune treasure. This time, he had found 6 experts to end the battle as soon as possible. Even if there were 2 or 3 Heaven Yuan creation realm experts beside the young man, they could still end the battle quickly. "All right. Don't hold back, use your trump cards." The other 6 Heaven Yuan creation realm experts narrowed their eyes and immediately roared. Once again, they attacked the Earth's core. This time, they used their strongest trump cards at the same time. A wave of terrifying energy was brewing in the sky. Block, block. Above the arena, a dozen or so pinnacle universe lord realm experts saw the terrifying aura of the 7 Heaven Yuan creation realm experts. Their faces were exceptionally ugly. A pinnacle universe lord expert from the deceased tribe immediately roared. At this time, they could not care about Wang Xian at all. Moreover, the pinnacle universe lord experts also knew that this Heaven Yuan creation realm expert from the Nine Source universe was not here to fight for the Heaven Yuan fortune treasure. Even if he had killed one of their pinnacle universe lord experts, at this time, blocking the outside was the best choice. Other than that, the surrounding sovereign realm experts also began to move. They laid down layers of powerful defensive barriers in an attempt to help the group of peak sovereign realm experts resist the attack. Ka. However, when they faced the 7 Heaven Yuan creation realm experts with all their might, they finally understood what despair was. What was a Heaven Yuan creation realm expert? The terrifying and strange energy landed directly on the Earth's core. Streaks of energy directly caused the defenses of the Earth's core to collapse. The other group of peak Sovereign Realm experts, as well as a large number of Sovereign Realm experts, quickly crumbled under their combined attack. The experts and disciples of the Six Paths universe were all in shock. Even under the suppression of our Six Paths universe, their strength is still so terrifying. Is this the power of a Heaven Origin Serendipity expert? When will our Heaven Origin Creation Realm expert arrive? A peak-level Sovereign Realm expert couldn't help but yell at the top of his lungs. They stared straight ahead. The 7 Divine Origin Creation Realm experts had broken through their defenses, but fortunately, their attacks had also completely dissipated. However, they had only managed to block one attack. The 7 Divine Origin Creation Realm experts were still charging toward them at a terrifying speed. Let's resist together. Otherwise, Mu Li Tianxi will be killed by them, one of the pinnacle sovereigns from the deceased tribe shouted at Wang Xian, who was in the arena, when he saw the desperate situation before him. At this moment, only Wang Xian and them could delay them for a little longer. This time, we must get the Heaven Origin Creation Realm treasure. Fellow from the Nine Source universe, just you wait. I will definitely take revenge for what happened last time. Saint Encyclopedia swept a glance at Wang Xian and bellowed with a murderous look on his face. Hee. Wang Xian stood on the arena and ignored the words of the experts from the deceased tribe. When he heard Encyclopedia Saint's words, he sneered and stood there with his hands behind his back. You want revenge, huh? When the cataclysm comes, I will go to your universe to have a look. Me. Encyclopedia Saint's face darkened when he heard Wang Xian's words. He didn't dare to continue boasting. He had seen the strength of Wang Xian's side and knew that they could kill him. Unless he could obtain the Heaven Origin Creation Realm treasure, he wouldn't be able to resist them. He locked his eyes on Mu Li Tianxi again and increased his speed. We can't resist them at all. One of the pinnacle sovereigns shouted when he saw Wang Xian standing there without any intention of making a move. How could they possibly resist 7 Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts with just them? The Heaven Origin Creation Realm treasure is ours. A Heaven Origin Creation Realm expert's eyes blazed with excitement when he saw this. The Heaven Origin Creation Realm treasure was right before their eyes. It was within reach. Buzz buzz. Buzz buzz. Huh. The Heaven Origin Creation Realm treasure is here. Attack. Outrageous. How dare you snatch the treasure from our Six Paths universe? Die. However, when Encyclopedia Saint and the rest flew towards Tianxi, in the surrounding area, the Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts who had used the teleportation array and treasures suddenly appeared. There were a total of 5 Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts who had used this method. The moment they appeared, they immediately locked on to Tianxi's position and attacked at the same speed. Their sudden attack caught everyone off guard once again, including Encyclopedia Saint and the rest. This caused their expressions to turn exceptionally ugly. In the end, not only did 5 Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts arrive. The Heaven Origin Creation Realm expert from the Six Paths universe, Golden Leopard, also rushed over. He looked at the situation from afar and roared with murderous intent. With a wave of his arm, a metal elemental chain attacked the Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts one after another. Our Heaven Origin Creation Realm expert is here. That's great. When the Six Paths universe's disciples saw the arrival of a Heaven Origin Serendipity expert, their faces lit up with excitement and relief. Damn it! Damn it! Encyclopedia Saint could not help but roar when he saw this. Trouble. Now they were in big trouble. They did not expect the experts from the Six Paths universe to arrive so quickly. Moreover, the other Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts had also arrived so quickly. Next, it would be extremely difficult to obtain the Heaven Origin Creation Realm treasure. Clatter clatter. The horrifying metal elemental chain attacked the Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts one after another. This caused all the Divine Origin Creation Realm experts to have no choice but to resist. With their strength weakened, they could no longer compete with the Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts from the Six Paths universe. If they did not defend, they would be easily killed. Chance. However, among them, there were 2 Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts whose eyes lit up. End of chapter. Chapter 4159. None of the 12 Sky Yuan Creation Realm experts dared to take on the attack of a Six Paths Universe Creation Realm expert recklessly. They had to dodge or resist. However, it was still easy for the 12 Sky Yuan Creation Realm experts to fend off Golden Leopard. Although their strength was greatly suppressed, they were still able to fight. But it was still possible for 10 Sky Yuan Creation Realm experts to fend off a Six Paths Universe Creation Realm expert. A Sky Yuan Creation Realm expert who was in the same group as Saint Encyclopedia and another Sky Yuan Creation Realm expert who was sent over through his secret channel. They focused their gazes and moved. An illusory figure disappeared in an instant. A figure stood there stiffly like a puppet. They had used their trump cards and powerful treasures in an instant. They knew that the longer this dragged on, the slower their chances of getting the Sky Yuan Creation Realm treasure would be. They had to give it their all at this moment. The metal chain pierced through two figures. The other 10 Sky Yuan Creation Realm experts immediately dodged or resisted the attack of the chain. Wang. The surroundings of the arena changed drastically. Wang Xian stood quietly in the arena with Tianzi beside him. When Wang Xian saw another 5 Sky Yuan Creation Realm experts, his eyes flickered. It was especially so for a huge figure shrouded in mist. There wasn't only one figure in the human-shaped mist, but 12 of them. 12 familiar figures. The 12 ancestors of sorcery. They had arrived too. The 12 ancestors of sorcery had also noticed Wang Xian and were puzzled. All of a sudden, Wang Xian sensed 2 figures charging towards him. One figure was underground. The other figure was moving at a terrifying speed and was flying towards him in a special state. With the special figure in front, the figure in the ground was clearly hesitant. The latter knew of Wang Xian's existence. The heavenly Yuan fortune treasure is mine. With the treasure in my hands, as long as I can get my hands on it, I can immediately return to my own universe. Hidden water sand locked on to Tianzi as the energy in his body reached its limit. He was a Sky Yuan Creation Realm expert of the water attribute. He had also stayed in the Six Paths universe for hundreds of millions of years in search of the Sky Yuan Creation Realm treasure. This was his first time coming into close contact with the Sky Yuan Creation Realm treasure. He had to get it. As long as he got it, he could return to his universe instantly with his secret technique. However, he was shocked when he was dozens of meters away from Tianzi. Through his senses, he instantly sensed that Wang Xian was a Creation Realm expert of Sky Yuan. Boom! He didn't even hesitate for a moment. Even when he sensed that the youth had a heavenly origin destinable treasure on him and that there was a heavenly origin destinable expert beside him, he didn't stop at all. He continued to attack Tianzi. The Earth Elemental Divine Prime Creation Realm expert who had come with Encyclopedia Saint didn't make a move. He knew of Wang Xian's strength. He knew Creation Realm expert. Creation Realm expert. The attacks of Divine Origin Creation Realm experts all happened in an instant. On the arena, a palm formed by water appeared in front of Tianzi. Similarly, numerous water snake-like existences charged towards Wang Xian. Stage. Creation Realm experts. Seeing this, Wang Xian's eyes narrowed and his body shook. He completely ignored the attacks of the water snakes. At the same time, the Chilean bull's figure instantly appeared and attacked hidden water and sand. Around Wang Xian, the Tai Chi dragon realm spun and broke through the water snakes. Dragon Chen's attack also destroyed the palm that was reaching for Tianzi. The distance between the two sides was too close for experts of their level. This was equivalent to a close combat fight. With the help of the Tai Chi dragon realm, Wang Xian could ignore any attack from his opponent. Wang Xian wanted to kill him instantly. He was comparable to an experienced Sky Yuan Creation Realm expert. Together with Dragon Chen, he had the 5 elements grindstone. In addition, he had the Tai Chi dragon coiling 5 elements grindstone. At such a close distance, Wang Xian was confident that he could kill the other party instantly. There's another Sky Yuan Creation Realm expert? Why are there 2 Sky Yuan Creation Realm experts beside this young man who owns a Sky Yuan Creation Realm treasure? Hidden Water Sand was shocked when he saw Wang Xian shattering his attack and the sudden appearance of Dragon Chen. Damn it! What's going on? His expression changed drastically, and he wanted to retreat. But Wang Xian was not going to let him retreat. Wang Xian dashed over. His arms turned into dragon claws and hugged him. 9 different elemental energies sealed the space around him, courting death. Seeing that Wang Xian wanted to stop him, Hidden Water Sand's eyes were filled with ruthlessness. With a wave of his hand, a spear appeared in front of him. His body moved and instantly merged with the spear's body. Then, he directly shot backward. Anyone who tried to stop him would definitely be pierced by the divine spear. The penetrative power of the water element was terrifying. Since you're here, don't think of leaving, Wang Xian snorted. He ignored the penetrative power of the divine spear and shrouded him. At the same time, the star field fragment rotated above his head and sealed the space. A root pierced through the body of Hidden Water Sand. Roots from the same root. This was a root that Wang Xian had taken from Tian Xi's Sky Yuan Creation Realm treasure when it was undamaged. Roots from the same root could enter the enemy's body and control him perfectly. Wang Xian ordered the roots of the coexisting root to enter his body. He wasn't trying to control him, but to prevent him from using powerful treasures to escape. Similarly, the sealing of the starfield fragment was also to prevent him from escaping. Bam! When everything was done, the divine spear pierced the Tai Chi dragon realm. A terrifying collision sound was heard. What kind of treasure is that? Seeing that his attack had been completely blocked, Hidden Water Sand's face revealed a look of shock. This escape technique of his was not only fast, but also exceptionally difficult to stop. It was especially so when Wang Xian wanted to block it with his physical body. The penetrative power of the water element allowed him to penetrate the body of any enemy easily. But this time, it was blocked. Break. Hidden Water Sand narrowed his eyes and powerful water energy surged. The tip of the divine spear began to rotate in an attempt to break through the defense of the Tai Chi dragon realm. As a veteran expert who had just entered the Fortune of Heaven origin, his strength was still very terrifying. The Tai Chi dragon realm couldn't withstand his attack. A hole appeared and the divine spear continued to penetrate Wang Xian's body. Fut! The divine spear penetrated Wang Xian's body, but he didn't react at all. The progenitor tree, which was about to mature, gave Wang Xian a terrifying recovery effect. Chapter 4160. The divine spear penetrated Wang Xian's body and continued to grind away at his vitality. As for Wang Xian, his flesh and blood were growing rapidly under the healing of the progenitor tree. His recovery speed had reached an abnormally terrifying level. If Wang Xian wanted to kill an expert of similar strength as him, he would have to risk his life in addition to using the 5 elements grind and the Tai Chi dragon coil. He would have to risk his life regardless of his injuries. Wang Xian, Qilin, the 5 elements grind, and the Tai Chi dragon coil. The combined combat power was enough to kill an expert of the same strength as Wang Xian. Hidden Water Sand was at this level. If they fought, Wang Xian and the rest could kill him. However, it would be extremely difficult to kill him within a short period of time, or even in an instant. However, Wang Xian had an idea. That was to exchange injury for injury and try his best to keep him here. He would use his powerful treasures to prevent him from using them and escape instantly. This guy wants to keep me here. He wants to kill me in an instant. Hidden Water Sand saw through Wang Xian's plan and was shocked. His body was attached to the divine spear as he reached out his palm and grabbed at Wang Xian's penetrated body. Although Wang Xian's body was pierced by the divine spear, it did not penetrate him completely. However, at this moment, Hidden Water Sand's palm was able to penetrate Wang Xian's body and blow him up. Raw. However, just as he was about to make his move, Qilin had already charged over. The strange demonic symbols on his body tunneled into the divine spear. The symbols that contained terrifying corrosion, destruction, and tearing immediately caused the entire divine spear to tremble violently. Hidden Water Sand was also shocked as he frantically tried to stop the invasion of the symbols. Wang. However, at this moment, the 5 elements grind above Wang Xian's head sent a wave of destructive energy towards the divine spear. Wang Xian reached out with both hands and gripped the divine spear tightly. Waves of energy surged into it, Shit. Hidden Water Sand's expression changed drastically. Without any hesitation, he took out a special piece of leather from within the spear. A drop of water energy dripped into the leather. He wanted to escape this place. Wang. However, just as he thought he was about to escape, a tree root suddenly appeared in the leather in his hand. A green tree root. Soon after, he felt his mind go into a trance. A surge of energy tried to control his body. This caused his expression to change drastically, and his face was filled with terror. No! He roared crazily, his voice filled with unwillingness. The Chilinox's attack entered his body and the destructive power of the 5 elements grindstone destroyed his life force. Wang Xian attacked him as well. The roots of the same root made it impossible for him to escape instantly. Death had arrived. Pu. Hidden Water Sand's life force completely disappeared. His body came out of the god spear and fell to the ground. Wang Xian pulled out the divine spear that was stabbed into his body. The wounds on his body were healing rapidly. He looked calmly at the ground in front of him. There was another divine origin creation realm cultivator hidden there. That creation realm expert, who was with Encyclopedia, noticed Wang Xian's gaze. When he saw the corpse beside him, his body trembled violently. He felt his scalp go numb. He quickly ran away and returned to the side of Bai Fasheng and the others. SSS. At this moment, the sudden death of a divine origin creation stage powerhouse caused the entire arena and the entire battlefield to fall silent. Even Golden Leopard from the Six Paths universe was stunned. In the past 100 million years, a large number of divine origin creation realm experts had entered their Six Paths universe. In the past 100 million years, they had been hunting and hunting them. After 100 million years of hunting and hunting, they understood that none of the divine origin creation realm experts who could enter their Six Paths universe were simple. If the other party wanted to escape, even if they used their trump cards, it would be difficult to stop them. It was too difficult to kill a divine origin creation realm expert. But here, a divine origin creation realm expert was killed within a short period of time. The one who did it was a divine origin creation realm expert from another universe. Is it a great Tao existence? The death of a divine origin creation realm expert caused the surrounding battles to come to a halt. A divine origin creation realm expert stared at Wang Xian with fear and growled in a low voice. No, it's just 2 beginner divine origin creation realm experts. But they have a lot of trump cards. Encyclopedia Saint fixed his gaze on Wang Xian. His face was filled with fear when he saw a creation realm expert of Sky Origin realm die in the hands of Wang Xian so quickly. He had been killed by Wang Xian once before. However, he had struggled for some time the last time. This time, however, the Sky Yuan creation stage powerhouse had actually been killed so quickly. Wang Xian didn't use all his trump cards when he killed him. Tianxi's godfather killed a divine origin creation realm expert from another universe. Gosh, he's so strong. The disciples of the Muley tribe widened their eyes in shock when they saw this. That pet. No, that divine beast. Didn't his godfather ask him to follow Tianxi on his birthday? This divine beast has been following Tianxi for more than 90 million years. I thought it was just a pet. Never did I expect it to be a divine origin creation realm expert. One of Muri Yin-er's brothers looked at the unicorn and couldn't help but exclaim. They thought the one-horned bull that had been following Tianxi was a pet given by his godfather. But, a divine origin creation realm expert. An unparalleled existence. What? The surrounding experts and disciples of the tribes were in a daze when they heard this. It was especially so for those who knew Tianxi and had seen the unicorn before. They couldn't believe it. No wonder Mu Li Tianxi is so strong and so monstrous. He has a Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure, a Heaven Origin Fortune Realm Foster Father, and a Heaven Origin Fortune Realm Divine Beast protecting him all the time. Over at the Johor tribe, Gong Cheng Miao Miao's great-grandfather was dumbfounded. What kind of immortal brother-in-law is this? Gong Cheng Miao Miao's younger brother widened his eyes. Today, he felt that he had learned something new. It's been a few days and you've grown stronger again, Dragon King. But what's going on? The Divine Origin Creation Realm Treasure is right beside you. Why didn't you take it away? The 12 ancestors of sorcery exchanged looks when they saw Wang Xian killing a divine origin creation realm expert in an instant. Their eyes were filled with shock. They knew that Wang Xian had just made a breakthrough. But now, he could kill a divine origin creation realm expert so easily. They couldn't achieve such a feat. Even the 12 ancestors of sorcery were wary of the current Dragon King. Chapter 4161. The 12 ancestors of sorcery looked at Wang Xian with endless curiosity. Now, a large number of creation realm experts had entered the Six Paths universe. Even all the creation realm experts in the Nine Source universe had arrived. Even the fallen Shadow Devil Emperor, who was at the Great Tao level, had died here. Now that the creation realm treasure was within Wang Xian's reach, why not take it away? Because of some special reasons. Wang Xian replied with a smile when he heard the 12 ancestors of sorcery. Ancestors of the 12 ancestors of sorcery, I want to protect him. Please don't interfere. He will not be taken by other creation realm expert. He said politely to the 12 ancestors of sorcery. As soon as he finished his sentence, he raised his eyebrows and looked into the distance. He once again saw a familiar figure approaching. In a short period of time, all the creation realm experts of the divine origin realm had rushed over. Have you asked us if you want to protect him? You really are the stupidest heavenly origin fortune realm expert I've ever seen. Just because his mother saved you and didn't let this body of yours die, you gave up the heavenly origin fortune realm treasure and protected him. How foolish and benevolent of you. Encyclopedia stared at Wang Xian and shouted angrily when he sensed more experts flying over from behind. Now, the longer time dragged on, the more experts would arrive. His chances of obtaining the fortune treasure of heavenly origin became even slimmer, all because of this damned guy. Do I need you to teach me how to do things? I just need to have a clear conscience. Wang Xian looked at Encyclopedia and said plainly. So that's the reason. Dragon King, I'm impressed. When the 12 ancestors of sorcery heard this answer, they were shocked. Because his mother had saved his life, he was willing to give up the heavenly origin fortune treasure. Now, he had to protect him and let him grow. For many experts, this kind of behavior was very stupid. Which of the creation realm experts did not have their hands stained with blood? Which one of them had not killed hundreds of millions of lives? But at the same time, the 12 ancestors of sorcery were very impressed by Wang Xian's behavior. Such a person was worth befriending. Otherwise, why would I, Unicorn, be willing to follow my boss? Upon hearing the 12 ancestors of sorcery, Unicorn grinned and said proudly, "This." Mu Li Yin was in a daze when she heard the answer. 100 million years ago, she was ridiculed and discussed by the entire tribe because of her pregnancy. She was in a bad mood and went out with her maid to relax. He saved Wang Xian, who was on the brink of death, by accident. At that time, she even said that it was to accumulate good fortune for her son. A casual action of his had actually led to this scene. A powerful divine origin creation realm expert and a top-notch existence from another universe had stepped in to protect her son. All sorts of feelings welled up in her heart. Up in the sky, Jin Bao was also looking at Wang Xian with astonishment. He was equally shocked. He hadn't expected such a situation to occur. A heaven origin creator from another universe was actually protecting the treasure of their Six Paths universe. Buzz. Right at this moment, in front of the arena, an incomparably huge supreme treasure flew over. The surrounding space trembled. Jin Bao looked over and frowned slightly. I advise all of you to get out of our Six Paths universe right now. Or else, I will have you all die here. Jin Bao growled with a face full of killing intent. Kaka. The flying treasure opened a door, and 4 figures stood there. The flying treasure was the Void Pagoda. Among the 4 figures, 2 of them were very familiar to Wang Xian. The guardian dukes of the Void dynasty, Tianmen Duke and Shining Duke from the Void universe. Tianmen Duke and the rest took a look at Jin Bao with vigilance. Then, they looked at the surrounding divine origin creation realm experts. Finally, they fixed their eyes on Tianzi with fiery gazes. However, when they saw Wang Xian beside Tianzi, their gazes froze. It's you, Dragon King from the Dragon Palace of the Nine Essences universe. Tianmen Duke stared at Wang Xian with eyes full of murderous intent. Hihi, long time no see. Wang Xian revealed a smile when he saw them. If he hadn't been injured by them, Wang Xian wouldn't have met Muri Yin. I didn't kill you the last time, but it seems like I'll have to kill you this time, Tianmen Duke said with murderous intent. Oh, only the four of you came from your void universe? If that's the case, I'm afraid some of you will be left behind. Before Wang Xian could speak, the 12 ancestral sorcerers looked at them and said plainly, against the void universe, the divine origin creation realm experts of the nine-source universe had maintained a united front. If they dared to attack Wang Xian, the 12 ancestral sorcerers would also attack. Guys from the nine-source universe, do you really think we're afraid of you? Shining Duke stared at the 12 ancestral sorcerers and said with a gloomy face, you guys talk too much nonsense. Wang Xian looked at the 4 divine origin creation realm experts from the void universe and said coldly, everyone, let's not waste any more time. The longer we delay, the more experts will rush over. There's only one divine origin creation realm expert from the 6 Paths universe here. Given our strength, we can definitely go against him. We have to rely on our own strength to obtain the divine origin creation treasure. Okfrey glanced around and said loudly. They had 7 people on their side and still had the advantage in numbers. If they continued to be in a stalemate, their chances of winning would be smaller. Currently, there were more than a dozen divine origin creation realm experts around them. Even if their strength was suppressed, it would be easy for them to deal with Jin Bao. After all, no one who could come here was weak. In fact, there were quite a number of control-level experts among them. It wouldn't be a problem for them to suppress Jin Bao. The eyes of the other divine origin creation realm experts flickered slightly when they heard this. Attack! One of the divine origin creation realm experts roared. With a wave of his arm, a wave of energy attacked Jin Bao. Attack! When the other divine origin creation realm experts saw this, they knew they couldn't afford to hesitate. They attacked at the same time, attacking Jin Bao in the sky. More than a dozen divine origin creation realm experts attacked at the same time, causing Jin Bao's expression to change slightly. He couldn't take their attacks head-on. At most, he could fend off more than 10 divine origin creation realm expert. All of you deserve to die. Jin Bao's figure flashed and he dodged to the side. However, the coverage of the other party's attacks was very large. Once he dodged, the other party might very well snatch away the divine origin creation treasure that belonged to the 6 Paths universe. In fact, he couldn't count on the Dragon King of the Dragon Palace from the 9 Origins universe at this time. After all, there were too many opponents. Whoosh! He waved his arm and took out a powerful chassis, which he threw towards the arena. Chapter 4162, Wang. The Golden Leopard dodged the attacks of the divine origin creation realm experts quickly. However, he also knew that their main target was the divine origin creation treasure. With a wave of his arm, a golden barrier covered the entire arena at a terrifying speed. The golden barrier landed on the stage and began to expand rapidly. It enveloped the entire arena and the disciples of the 6 Paths universe within it. Bam, bam, bam. The divine origin creation realm experts flew down from the arena. When they saw the golden barrier covering the entire arena, their eyes narrowed. One by one, they attacked in an attempt to break the barrier. However, this golden barrier was also one of the Golden Leopard's trump card. Without the suppression of the universe's power, its defense was extremely terrifying. The attacks landed on it, but it only caused the golden barrier to tremble slightly. You guys really deserve to die. The Golden Leopard stared at it with a sinister look in his eyes. His gaze locked onto a metal elemental figure. His entire body turned into a streak of golden light as he attacked the metal elemental divine essence creation realm expert. Damn it, the Golden Leopard has locked onto me. The metal elemental divine origin creation realm expert's expression changed slightly. Attack the Golden Leopard. He wants to defeat us one by one. He roared loudly and quickly dodged to the side. The surrounding divine origin creation realm experts frowned slightly when they saw this. They hesitated for a moment but did not help that expert. Time was of the essence. The most important thing was to obtain the divine origin creation treasure. If this dragged on and another divine origin creation realm expert came from the Six Paths universe, their chances of obtaining the treasure would be even slimmer. Boom, boom, boom. One by one, the divine origin creation realm experts continued to attack the golden barrier. The terrifying attacks caused the golden barrier to tremble. Attack. On the Void Tower, the 4 divine origin creation realm experts from the Void universe also attacked the golden barrier. Tianmen Duke, I have a way to pass through this golden barrier. A divine essence creation realm expert from the Void universe frowned when he saw that his attack had only caused a slight ripple on the golden light shield. This won't do. That guy from the 9 essences universe is in there, and he's not weak. Duke Tianmen shook his head and glanced at the situation inside the golden light shroud. He quickly scanned his surroundings. At the side, Jin Bao wanted to take them down one by one as he chased after the metal attribute creation realm expert. Without any hesitation, the divine origin creation realm expert fled into the distance. Under such circumstances, Golden Leopard didn't dare to pursue further. He could only lock onto the second divine origin creation realm expert. The defense of this golden barrier is very strong. Let's attack a single point of the golden barrier together. Quick! Duke Tianmen roared loudly and a spatial force circled a point on the golden light barrier. The power of spatial slicing attacked the golden light shield. Duke Shining and the other 2 divine origin creation realm experts also charged towards the same spot. Attack! Attack! In the surrounding area, a group of divine origin creation realm experts also attacked that point. This strike almost penetrated the entire world. All kinds of energy rushed inside. Inside the golden light shield, all the experts and disciples of the Six Paths universe felt a chill down their spines when they saw this. If our defenses are breached, we might die just from the pressure of these experts. An expert at the universe Lord Realm swallowed his saliva and said in horror, "This was too terrifying." The boundless might of a dozen divine origin creation realm experts from other universes sent chills down their spines. Godfather, can this golden light shield withstand their attacks? If they breach the defense, will they slaughter the people around? Tianxi stood in the arena, watching this scene. His heart was also shocked. These experts were all here for him. At this time, he was a little worried about the Muley tribe, and whether his family and tribesmen would be affected. This is just the beginning. Once the golden light shield is breached, just the pressure alone will be enough to kill the weaker Universe Lord Realm experts. I'll get Qilin Bul to take care of the Muley tribe, Wang Xian said to Tian Ci. Wang Xian. Sir, is this just the beginning? How many divine origin creation realm experts are there? Muley Tianxi's grandfather, who was at the back, trembled when he heard this. There were a total of 16 divine origin creation realm experts around. 16 of them. In the entire universe, there were only 3 of them. I don't know either. Wang Xian shook his head and looked around. I know. In our 9 essences universe, other than me and the unicorn, the 12 ancestral sorcerers have already arrived. There are also 7 divine origin creation realm experts who haven't arrived yet, but they should be here soon. As he spoke, he sensed a strong energy coming from the front. More divine origin creation realm experts are here. As Wang Xian spoke, he looked at the golden light shield again. There was a crack there. Swish, swish, swish. More than a dozen divine origin creation realm experts flew over from the sky above the city. Golden Leopard, kill them all. Kill them all. An infuriated voice came from behind the dozen figures. The sky full of yellow soil was about to engulf the entire city. There are too many enemies. How long will it take for the dead souls to arrive? Golden Leopard's eyes lit up when he saw Tu Sha City. But when he sensed the dozen figures in pursuit of Tu Sha City, his expression darkened. While Tu Sha City was rushing over, he noticed more than a dozen divine origin creation realm experts heading towards the city. This infuriated him and he launched an attack immediately. However, the dozen divine origin creation realm experts had a tacit understanding and counterattacked together. As they fought back, they flew towards the city. According to the news from the group of Divine Origin Creation Realm experts, a large number of Divine Origin Creation Realm experts had gathered in the plains. They already knew that the Divine Origin Creation Realm treasure had appeared in the city. Next, they would definitely rush over as fast as they could. As more and more experts gathered, the chances of him getting the Divine Origin Creation Realm treasure would decrease. At this time, all the Divine Origin Creation Realm experts joined forces. They're already on their way and will be here soon. When the dead souls arrive, we'll kill them all and drive them away. Tushaw City roared angrily. As long as we can hold back the two fellows from the Six Paths universe, we can get the Divine Origin Creation Realm treasure and attack them. Obtaining the Divine Origin Creation Realm treasure depends on one's ability and fate. A Divine Origin Creation Realm treasure being chased by Tushaw City roared. Chapter 4163. The second Creation Realm expert from the Six Paths universe rushed over. Another dozen Creation Realm experts from the Sky Origin realm rushed over. This caused the entire scene to be extremely chaotic. In the sky, Creation Realm experts from other universes were constantly attacking the two experts from the Six Paths universe. Some Creation Realm experts of Sky Origin realm attacked the Golden Light Shield from time to time. Cracks appeared. All the experts and disciples from the Six Paths universe trembled as they watched this scene. Nearly 30 Divine Origin Creation Realm experts had arrived. Any one of them could wipe out a tribe with a wave of their hand. Yet, 30 of them had appeared here today. They felt as though they were in hell. It was especially so for the experts and disciples who were closer to Wang Xian. After hearing what Wang Xian had just said, they shuddered. At this moment, they felt no different from ants. Prince Wang Xian, will Tianxi be in danger? Muri Yin-er's body trembled slightly. She gritted her teeth and flew to Wang Xian's side. She grabbed Tianxi's hand and asked, "Don't worry, I'm here." Wang Xian looked at Muri Yin-er and nodded with a smile. This scene was not out of his expectations. Looking over, Wang Xian saw two familiar figures. Soil Sand City, we will defend above the arena. Don't let them get close. At this moment, Golden Leopard sensed the cracks in the Golden Light Shield. His expression changed and he immediately roared at Soil Sand City. Previously, he did not dare to stand guard above the arena. Now that Soil Sand City had arrived, he had this information. Soil Sand City was a Creation Realm expert with the Earth attribute. In terms of defense, he was far superior to other Creation Realm experts of the same level. In contrast, his attack power was slightly weaker. All right. Roar. Roar. With a roar, Tushaw City transformed into an incomparably huge giant that stood between the heavens and the earth. He flew directly above the Golden Light Shield and hovered above it. Golden Leopard immediately flew to Soil Sand City's body. Attack them and break this shield. The Creation Realm treasure of Sky Origin is inside. Seeing that so many Heaven Yuan Fortune Realm experts had arrived, Baifu Saint roared with bloodshot eyes. Attack! The experts from the Void Universe also narrowed their eyes and charged towards the Six Paths Universe's Tushaw City and Jin Bao. Around them, nearly 30 Divine Origin Creation Realm experts attacked Tushaw City and Jin Bao at the same time. When they saw this terrifying attack, they took a deep breath. At the center of heaven and earth, beyond the laws of divinity, Tushaw City let out a low roar, and the surrounding soil covered him, forming an incomparably huge unshackled giant. This giant was half the size of an underground city. The Golden Leopard used offense as defense and attacked the attacks in front of him. The figure of a golden cheetah devoured the heavens and the earth. Boom, boom, boom. The unshackled giant's body was engulfed by the attacks, and a loud explosion sounded. Mud filled the entire sky. We can't hold on for much longer. Soil Sand City was under the attack of nearly 30 Divine Origin Creation Realm experts. His expression changed slightly as he roared in a low voice. The undead are almost here. Jin Bao took out a treasure, checked it, and roared in a low voice. But in the next moment, his pupils shrank. On the treasure in his hand, not only did it show the location of the undead, but there were also more than 40 red dots. Each red dot represented a Divine Origin Creation Realm expert. Damn it, So many divine origin creation realm experts have entered our universe. The golden leopard's heart sank. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Around them, nearly 30 divine origin creation realm experts continued to attack them. Once they dodged, the golden barrier below would be instantly destroyed. Even all the experts and disciples around the arena would be obliterated in an instant. And here, most of the elite disciples of the Six Paths universe were gathered. Hand over the heaven origin creation realm treasure, or all the experts and disciples of your Six Paths universe will die. Saint Baifu roared in anger when he saw the two divine origin creation realm experts blocking their attacks. Six Paths universe, don't even think of occupying the heaven origin creation realm treasure. Treasures are a sin. I advise you not to seek your own death, or your Six Paths universe will be plunged into misery and suffering. Another heavenly origin creation realm cultivator threatened. This made Soil Sand City and the Golden Leopard extremely embarrassed. Rumble, 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 rumble. The dead, war spirits. At this moment, 3 incomparably huge coffins appeared out of thin air not far away in the sky. The coffins opened quickly, and 3 terrifying figures flew out. Do you really think our Six Paths universe is a pushover? Fight. A murderous aura rapidly formed between heaven and earth. Even the yellow sand that filled the sky was quickly disappearing. Death spirits, let's join forces and kill them. Even if we don't give up the heaven origin creation realm treasure, we must kill a dozen of them. The golden leopard roared furiously when he saw the death spirits fighting with over 40 divine origin creation realm experts. At this moment, their hearts were also filled with rage. This was completely bullying them. Alright, killing them is also a huge resource. The death spirits replied loudly. Huh! The Six Paths universe isn't as weak as I thought. Wang Xian, who was standing in the middle of the arena, was shocked when he saw the 3 divine origin creation realm experts from the Six Paths universe and the strength of the death spirit creation realm expert. The golden leopard from the Six Paths universe and Soil Sand City had just stepped into the divine origin creation realm. They were not as strong as him. As for this death spirit, he was very strong. He had summoned 3 new divine origin creation realm experts. In addition to his own strength, he was comparable to a control-level existence. Godfather, will the 3 lords from the Six Paths universe be a match for them? Tian Ci could not help but ask when he saw the last expert from the Six Paths universe arrive. The strength of the Six Paths universe is stronger than I expected. Whether we can withstand it or not will depend on the trump cards of both sides and whether the other experts are willing to take out their trump cards. Overall, we are still at a disadvantage, Wang Xian said. From the looks of it, the Six Paths universe had 7 new divine origin creation realm experts. As for the other universes, there were over 70 divine origin creation realm expert. Under such circumstances, their combat strength was barely on par. However, if these 70 divine origin creation realm experts used their strongest trump cards, the 3 divine origin creation realm experts from the Six Paths universe would still be no match for them. Because the trump cards of the 3 experts were definitely not as many as the 70 divine origin creation realm expert. Chapter 4164. Boom, boom, boom. A terrifying roar reverberated in the sky above the underground city arena. Above, Golden Leopard and Soil Sand City were fighting against nearly 30 divine Yuan creation realm experts. Soul of the Dead was fighting against 40 divine Yuan creation realm experts alone. As this was an underground city, Soil Sand City had a natural advantage. In addition, the divine Yuan creation realm experts were also afraid that the Six Paths universe's divine Yuan creation realm experts would single-handedly kill them. Hence, they were a little wary. This resulted in a balanced situation in the battle. However, this balance, in Wang Xian's opinion, was only temporary. More than 70 divine Yuan creation realm experts from various universes, all here for the divine Yuan creation realm treasure. This scene is truly spectacular. Qilin Bull stood beside Wang Xian, his gaze sweeping across the surroundings as he lamented. Among these divine Yuan creation realm experts, there were many control-level existences. However, great Dao-level existences had yet to appear. If Great Tao level experts were in the Six Paths universe, they would not have much of an advantage. No matter what level they were at, as long as they entered the Six Paths universe, their strength would definitely not reach the Divine Yuan creation realm. All of them were suppressed to below the Divine Yuan creation realm. This was also why Divine Yuan creation realm experts of this level did not come over. For example, the fallen Shadow Evil Emperor, after being obliterated by the power of the universe, did not enter again. It's time to strike. Wang Xian stood at the side, flexed his wrists, and revealed a faint smile. Just now, Wang Xian and the rest had killed a water attribute Divine Yuan creation realm expert. A water attribute Divine Yuan creation realm expert's corpse, in addition to some resources in his hands. To the Dragon Palace, this was a huge resource. Even during the Cataclysm, it was extremely difficult to kill a Divine Yuan creation realm expert. For example, in the Great War between the Void Universe and the Nine Origins universe, not a single Divine Origin creation realm expert had fallen during the last Cataclysm. Of course, this kind of death was a true death. However, among the group of Divine Yuan creation realm experts, only 6 had been killed once. Each universe had 3. Among them, the fallen Shadow Evil Emperor had killed 2. This kind of death allowed the other party to use treasures to revive. It was too difficult to kill a Divine Origin creation realm cultivator. If they could be killed, each corpse would be a huge resource. His gaze swept across the surroundings, his face revealing a confident expression. I hope it's a bloodline or something. The Chilean Bull murmured. If he could kill a Heaven Origin creation realm expert with a bloodline, his strength would increase. Swish. At this moment, a rope suddenly flew towards Tian Ci in the arena. A strange rope directly passed through the defenses of Golden Leopard and Earth Sand City. A Divine Origin creation realm expert is using his trump card. At the sight of this, Wang Xian narrowed his eyes and stretched out his hand to grab the rope. At the side, the Chilean Bull also reached out and grabbed the rope. Outside, the creation realm expert who was controlling the rope had just rushed over. He did not know that Wang Xian and the rest were beside Tian Ci. When he saw Wang Xian and Chilean attacking, his expression changed slightly. Bam! Wang Xian and Chilean Bull reached out and grabbed the rope in an attempt to control it. Buzz! However, the rope disappeared in an instant. What's going on? There are Divine Origin creation realm experts below. And they aren't experts from the Six Paths universe? The Divine Origin creation realm expert retracted the rope and roared in shock. The rope in his hand was a trump card. He was prepared to use it to snatch the Divine Origin creation realm treasure. However, he did not expect that the young man with the Divine Origin creation realm treasure would have 2 Divine Origin creation realm experts protecting him. There's a foolish guy who wants to protect the young man with the Divine Origin creation realm treasure. He wants to kill him in order to obtain the treasure. Saint Baifu swept his gaze over and bellowed with a gloomy face. Now, the chances of him obtaining the Divine Origin creation realm treasure were too slim. His words attracted the attention of all the Divine Origin creation realm expert. Use your trump card to suppress the 3 guys from the Six Paths universe. The Heavenly Gate Duke from the Void universe roared as he scanned the surroundings with murderous intent. Rumble, 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 rumble. In the surrounding area, a group of Divine Origin creation realm experts immediately released powerful attacks towards Golden Leopard and Earth Sand City. However, the surrounding Divine Origin creation realm experts would not use their trump cards. Their trump cards were to be used to obtain the Divine Origin creation realm treasure. This was not the time to take it out. At the side, more than 40 Divine Origin creation realm experts gradually led the battlefield to this side. To make it easier for them to obtain the Divine Origin creation realm treasure, the Heavenly Gate Duke's face darkened when he saw that the surrounding Divine Origin creation realm experts paid no attention to him and only increased the intensity of their attacks. Those who could become Divine Origin creation realm experts were definitely not fools. All of them were shrewd people. If not for the sake of obtaining the Divine Origin creation realm treasure, no one would use their trump card. Wang. However, at the position of the arena, Tianzi, who was standing beside Wang Xian, suddenly had red eyes. He moved and flew towards a direction at his fastest speed. Heh! Wang Xian's eyes narrowed when he saw this. He waved his arm and shrouded Tianzi with a wave of energy, fixing him in front of him, following which, Wang Xian's palm landed on his body and the branch of the progenitor tree entered his body. The soul-returning branch trembled slightly and cleared his eyes. Tianzi paused for a moment and looked at Wang Xian with astonishment. "Godfather, what happened to me just now?" Tianzi asked in astonishment. "His being controlled. We have to be careful from now on. The attacks of these divine origin creation realm experts are very strange and unpredictable. They have countless tricks up their sleeves. It's hard to defend against them," Wang Xian said with a slight frown. He moved his palm and the same root of the progenitor tree extended into Tianzi's body and connected with the divine tree in his body. The pressure from the Six Paths universe vanished completely. Wang Xian scanned the surroundings. There were more than 70 divine origin creation realm experts around him. Many of them had strange tricks up their sleeves and various trump card. Wang Xian might not be able to defend against these trump card. In fact, it would be very easy for them to kill Tianzi if they wanted to. At this moment, Wang Xian had to be on his guard. The pressure from the Six Paths universe vanished and the branch of the progenitor tree was still in Tianzi's body. Wang Xian stood there and watched the battle in front of him quietly. Soon, there would be divine origin creation realm experts who could no longer hold back. At that time, it would be time for him to strike. Chapter 4165, Wang Wang Wang. In the sky above, a heaven origin creation realm expert wanted to control Tianzi. In the next 10 seconds, all sorts of energy waves penetrated the defenses of Jinbao and Tusha City and landed around Tianzi. But this time, all the energy waves were blocked by Wang Xian. This caused some of the divine origin creation realm experts who were secretly attacking to frown. They didn't suspect Wang Xian. Even though they knew that Wang Xian was also a creation realm expert of Sky Origin Realm, it seems that the Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure possesses a special power. They attributed the failure of their abilities to the creation realm treasure in Tianzi's body. The battle continued. The horrifying battle caused the experts and disciples of the various tribes in the Six Paths universe to be filled with fear and horror. They wanted to escape but couldn't. The horrifying energy waves made them realize that they couldn't even mobilize the energy around them. Even some treasures that could allow them to teleport lost their effectiveness due to the interference of the powerful energy wave. They felt like they were in the center of hell. They prayed that the fire of hell wouldn't befall them. All the Pinnacle Lord Realm experts gathered together, supporting their energy, ready to defend and protect themselves. But at this moment, where the Pinnacle Lord Realm experts were, the experts from the departed tribe narrowed their eyes. They looked at where Wang Xian and Tianzi were and immediately flew over. "Greetings, Dragon King." 3 Pinnacle Lord Realm experts from the departed tribe flew to Wang Xian's side and paid their respect. Seeing them flying over, Wang Xian raised his eyebrows slightly and looked at them emotionlessly. "Dragon King of the Dragon Palace, we have sent all the information here to our Lord of the Undead. Our Lord said that they won't be able to hold on for long. Dragon King of the Dragon Palace, do you have a backup plan? Can you protect the Heaven Yuan Fortune Treasure?" The old ancestor of the departed tribe asked Wang Xian. "Tell the undead that the creation realm treasure belongs to my godson, Mu Li Tianzi. It belongs to him since birth." Wang Xian looked at them and said, "Yes, Dragon King." The 3 Peak Sovereign Realm experts from the dead tribe immediately responded respectfully. Facing the Dragon King from the 9 Origins universe, they didn't dare to be presumptuous. The Black Earth tribe had killed a Peak Sovereign Realm expert just like that. What could the Black Earth tribe do? In fact, this expert had just killed a Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm cultivator. As they spoke, their hearts beat violently. They had to be careful. The 3 powerhouses of the undead tribe immediately sent a message to the undead through their special method. In the sky, the undead received the message from his subordinates, and his eyes sparkled. He had thought about today's situation. However, he had never expected Wang Xian to exist. Unexpectedly, A Heaven Origin Creation Stage powerhouse from another universe did not take away the Heaven Origin Creation treasure. Instead, he helped the youth with the Heaven Origin Creation treasure grow and protected him. This was something he had never expected. But the current situation was a good thing for the Six Paths universe. The Heaven Origin Fortune treasure belonged to the disciples of the Six Paths universe, so it belonged to the Six Paths universe. The only pity was that it wasn't the creation treasure of heaven that they had obtained. If things weren't like this, even if the Heaven Origin Fortune treasure belonged to the Six Paths universe's disciple, he would still hand it over. They could even kill him and take away the Heavenly Origin Fortune treasure. But now, the situation was different. Moreover, he had a guess that the Dragon King of the Dragon Palace had a backup plan. Otherwise, he would have taken the youth away. What a lucky youth to be a Heaven Origin Creation Realm expert at birth. He was a little envious and immediately sent a message: tell the Dragon King of the Dragon Palace that his godson, Mu Li Tianxi, is a disciple of the Six Paths universe. He is also our disciple. The Heaven Origin Creation treasure belongs to him since birth, and it will belong to him in the future. We will protect him until he reaches the Heaven Origin Creation realm. We will definitely repay you in the future. Lord Dragon King, our Lord of the Undead, has said that Mu Li Tianxi is a disciple of the Six Paths universe. He is also the disciple of the Lord of the Undead. The Heaven Origin Creation treasure will naturally belong to him. In the future, we will also protect him until he reaches the Heaven Origin Creation realm. We will definitely repay you in the future. The three powerhouses of the undead tribe reported to Wang Xian in shock. All the experts and disciples of the surrounding tribes were shocked when they heard the words of the undead tribe. They looked at Tianxi simultaneously with flickering eyes. What did that mean? That meant that Mu Li Tianxi would be the Heaven Origin Creation Realm expert of the Six Paths universe in the future. He would be one of the top experts in their universe. He was an existence that they had to bow down to. I don't care about the promises of the Six Paths universe. If you have any ill intentions, I will annihilate all the living beings in the Six Paths universe. Let the undead tribe resist as much as they can. The current situation is still under control. Besides, Tianxi has been exposed because of the Xian Tu tribe. Give me an explanation. Wang Xian smiled faintly and continued speaking to them. The current situation was still under control. Wang Xian wasn't too worried about the other Six Paths universe. Putting aside the fact that Tianxi could be resurrected after his death. As long as he displayed his strength, even the Six Paths universe wouldn't dare to lay their hands on Tianxi. Once they dared to do so, the Dragon Palace could turn the entire Six Paths universe into ashes in the future. In fact, if Wang Xian was given some time, he could even annihilate all the living beings in the Six Paths universe. That was his confidence. When the three experts of the undead tribe heard Wang Xian, cold sweat broke out on their forehead. Talking to an expert who was so strong that he could annihilate all the living beings in the universe made them shudder in fear. They nodded and immediately passed the message to the dead spirit. The dead spirit raised his eyebrows slightly when he heard Wang Xian's message. He didn't doubt if Wang Xian was bluffing. He knew about the Nine Origins universe. It was a powerful universe with existences at the Tao level. It wasn't something that the Six Paths universe could compare to. Wang Xian might really have the strength to annihilate the living beings in the Six Paths universe. He wasn't angry at this threat at all. Wang Xian wanted the disciples of the Six Paths universe to become Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts and possess Heaven Origin Creation Realm treasures, even if this disciple was his adopted son. But he was still someone from the Six Paths universe. His roots were in the Six Paths universe. This was a great fortune for the entire universe. That was enough. Chapter 4166. Your Excellency Dragon King of the Dragon Palace, our Lord of the Undead has said that he will become good friends with Your Excellency Dragon King in the future. As for the matter of someone bullying a future creation realm expert, he will naturally have to pay a terrible price. The Mystic Earth tribe's Liao family has been exterminated. Dragon Palace's Dragon King, Lord Mu Li Tianxi, are you satisfied? Upon hearing Wang Xian's words, The departed spirits immediately relayed the news to the 3 pinnacle sovereigns of the departed spirits tribe and ordered them to pass the message to Wang Xian. This was the explanation given by the departed spirits to Wang Xian and the rest. This was the best solution for the 6 Paths universe at the moment. As for Liao Fei and the Liao clan of the Shen Earth tribe, they were simply courting death. Relying on his status and strength, he wanted to bully others. Under normal circumstances, they indeed had the capital to do so. But this time, they had kicked an iron plate. What? When the 3 peak sovereign realm experts from the dead tribe finished speaking, Huang Xiaolong's expression darkened. Cries of alarm could be heard from the profound Earth tribe. Liao Feiyu's grandfather, a peak sovereign realm expert of the Liao family, trembled uncontrollably when they heard Huang Xiaolong's words. Lord of the undead spirits, we are the disciples of the Black Earth tribe. We don't belong to Lord of the undead spirits. Liao Feiyu's grandfather's eyes widened as he exclaimed in horror, how dare you assassinate the future creation realm expert of heaven origin? No one can save you. The dead tribe's peak sovereign realm expert said with a cold expression. No. Why do you want to kill us? You can't kill us. Elder, you can't kill us. Liao Feiyu's face was filled with terror as he looked at the tribe elder beside him and shouted in terror, this matter clearly has nothing to do with us. It's the actions of Liao Feiyu and his family. Why should the entire Liao family be responsible? Some of the Shen Earth tribe's Liao clan's experts cried out in fear and unwillingness. These are the words of our Lord of the Undead. I don't think Lord Earth will refuse. Moreover, even if Lord Mu Li Tianxi wants to destroy your Black Earth tribe, I don't think Lord Earth will refuse. The 3 sovereign realm experts from the dead tribe looked over and said coldly. Judging from the current situation, it was obvious that Lord Undead needed help from the Dragon King of the Dragon Palace. As for what he wanted, it was very obvious. Now that they were fighting against more than 70 divine origin creation realm experts, it was clear that they could not hold on. If they couldn't hold on, all the experts and disciples of the 6 Paths universe would die. There might even be something even more terrifying. So, what was the point of sacrificing the Liao clan of the Shen Earth tribe? What's more, Muri Tianxi now had a foster father at the creation stage, and he had a powerful background. In the future, he would definitely be able to become a creation realm expert. Now that the Liao clan had offended him, when he broke through to the divine origin creation realm in the future, would the Shen Earth tribe have an easy time? Coupled with the fact that he possessed a heavenly origin fortune treasure, even the Lord of Earth Sand City would not be a match for him in the future. If I don't exterminate you now, who should I exterminate? Not destroying the entire Shen Earth tribe was already a blessing. Upon hearing this, the expressions of all the experts and disciples of the Shen Earth tribe change. Especially the experts and disciples of the Liao clan, their faces were filled with despair and despair. They had never thought that Liao Feiyu would actually bring them a calamity of annihilation. All the experts and disciples of the Liao clan of the Shen Earth tribe, kill yourselves. Over at the Shen Earth tribe, a pinnacle sovereign realm expert's expression changed drastically as he said, just now, our Lord Creation Realm also gave the same order. The words of the expert from the Shen Earth tribe sent shivers down the spines of all the experts and disciples of the Liao clan. Foster father, forget it. Among the Liao clan of the Shen Earth tribe, only Liao Feiyu and the rest have a grudge against me. The rest did not provoke me. Muri Tianxi's eyebrows twitched violently when he saw this. This was the first time he had encountered such an act of annihilating a clan. This caught him off guard and he was not used to it. An expert should not be merciful to his enemies. Wildfire cannot burn away everything, but spring winds will blow again. However, you should decide this matter yourself. I respect your decision. Upon hearing Tianxi's words, Wang Xian looked at him and said, Foster father, I might need some time to get used to it. Other than Liao Feiyu and the rest, forget about the rest. Tianxi nodded his head, pondered for a moment, and continued speaking to Wang Xian. All right. Wang Xian nodded his head. Thank you, Lord Muri Tianxi. Hurry up and thank Lord Muri Tianxi. Upon hearing Tianxi's words, the pinnacle sovereign realm expert from the Shen Earth tribe heaved a sigh of relief. He quickly thanked Tianzi and berated the experts and disciples of the Liao clan. "Thank you, Lord Muri Tianzi, for sparing our lives." The experts and disciples of the Liao clan quickly lowered their heads and expressed their gratitude loudly. Tianzi was a little dazed when he saw this. Just a moment ago, the Liao clan tried to kill him and bullied his experts. Now, they were thanking him for sparing their lives. The surrounding experts and disciples of the other tribes were also shocked and in a daze when they saw this. Who would have thought that the battle between Muri Tianzi and the Liao clan of the Shen Earth tribe would lead to such a drastic change? How could this be the outcome? They looked at the slightly immature youth, and their eyes flickered slightly. If they could get through today's incident safely, this young man would become an existence that could look down on them. And they, too, would worship it. Dragon King of the Dragon Palace, our Lord of the Undead has sent news that the Creation Realm experts of the Sky Origin Realm are starting to use their trump cards. They won't be able to hold off so many expert. At this time, the 3 Pinnacle Sovereign Realm experts from the Dead tribe quickly spoke up. "Hold them off as much as they can," Wang Xian said to them. "Yes, Lord." The 3 Pinnacle Sovereign Realm experts answered immediately. "Break through and get the creation treasure of Sky Origin first. Then, kill that guy from the 9-source universe." Just as Wang Xian finished his sentence, 2 figures were flying towards him from the sky above. The Heavenly Gate Duke and another Creation Realm expert from the Void Universe had broken through the defense of Jin Bao and the others and instantly teleported over. Rumble, rumble. When they rushed over, 2 figures also flew over in a strange way from the left. Apart from that, Wang Xian also sensed a cloud of sand attacking from underground. The Divine Origin Creation Realm experts with special abilities could no longer hold themselves back. They attacked Tianzi with special means. "Qilin Bul, do it." Wang Xian squinted his eyes when he sensed this. Chapter 4167, Wang. When Wang Xian spoke to Qilin Bul, the same root connected to the body of Qilin Bul. The roots of the same root connected Wang Xian, Tianzi, and Qilin Bul. In addition, the Tai Chi Dragon Plate and 5 Elements Grindstone in Wang Xian's hands were also connected to the same root. The suppression from the 6 Paths universe disappeared. Rumble. Wang Xian stomped lightly on the ground. A terrifying earth attribute energy formed a cage and attacked the silhouette shrouded in sand. He lifted his head and waved his arm. The starfield fragment shrouded the surroundings and expanded rapidly into the shape of a planet. A strong suction force sucked all the experts and disciples from the 6 Paths universe into it. "Ah!" Exclamations were heard. Countless experts and disciples from the 6 Paths universe were sucked into the planet, including Tianzi, who was standing on top of the planet. The planet floated in the sky behind Wang Xian. He stared at Tianmen Duke and another expert from the Void universe who were charging over. "Trying to stop us. You're courting death." Tianmen Duke saw Wang Xian's attack and his eyes turned cold. He waved his hand and a small knife appeared in his hand. The small knife slashed towards Wang Xian. Swish swish. Tianmen Duke and the other expert from the Void universe sped up. One of the 2 figures took out a treasure that looked like a swamp and threw it at Qilin Bul. "Wait for them to come closer." Wang Xian saw their attack and immediately transmitted his voice to Qilin Bul. Qilin Bul nodded with flickering eyes. Just now, the strength that Wang Xian used did not exceed the creation realm of Sky Yuan. He was waiting for them to come closer. Even though Wang Xian and the rest had lost the suppression from the force of the universe, they still had to be confident in facing experts of this level. The small knife with space attribute came to Wang Xian in an instant. Wang Xian quickly dodged and blocked it. He put some distance between himself and the planet behind him. Qilin Bul's horn shone brightly and released a wave of energy to meet the treasure that looked like a swamp. He had only used 1/10 of his strength. "The creation realm treasure of Sky Yuan is mine." In an instant, 4 creation realm experts broke through the defense of Wang Xian and Qilin Bul. Swish swish. At the same time, another figure flew out from the ground and attacked Tianzi, who was on the planet. "Ha ha ha, the Heaven Yuan fortune treasure belongs to my old devil." While all the experts of the tribes on the planet were looking at this scene in horror. Among the experts of the tribe, a figure suddenly exploded, and an expert with a terrifying aura emerged from his body. This expert reached out with his pitch-black claws and grabbed at Tian Ci. Another disciple of the tribe changed his expression and charged towards Tian Ci at a terrifying speed. The powerful disciples of the tribes around him were instantly killed by the terrifying energy fluctuations. Instantly, two Sky Origin Fortune Realm experts appeared from within the body of the Six-Path Cosmos tribe's disciple. Wang Xian had not expected such a bizarre and powerful technique. However, Wang Xian wasn't flustered at all when the 7 Creation Realm experts attacked Tian Ci. Instead, he revealed a faint smile. The 7 Divine Origin Creation Realm experts were already within reach of Tianci. The distance between Wang Xian and them was also very close. Rumble. With a jolt of his mind, the planet formed by the entire stellar field fragment exploded into a cloud of mist. Lost planet. This was a special planet within the stellar field fragment. It could create a powerful environment. Once the weak fell for it, they would be lost in the illusion. In addition, the experts in the illusory realm might suffer fatal attacks from the outside. The lost planet was not very useful to Divine Origin Creation Realm experts. However, these 7 Creation Realm experts were suppressed in the Six-Path Cosmos, and their strength was already below the Creation Realm. In addition, Wang Xian had the strength of a Creation Realm expert. He could fight against and even kill a dozen of them. Under such circumstances, Wang Xian manipulated the lost planet, and instantly, the 7 Creation Realm experts felt the surrounding scene change. Everything around them had turned into mirrors. In the mirrors, there were their own faces. In the countless mirrors around them, there were countless disciples. What's going on? The sudden change startled the 7 Divine Origin Creation Stage powerhouses, and their faces were filled with astonishment. The Tianmen Duke's eyes narrowed as well. He quickly swept his gaze across his surroundings. In his line of sight, his companions beside him had disappeared. There were mirrors all around him, and on the mirrors were his own faces. Illusion. Special treasures. Space quake. He roared, and the power of space struck the surroundings. Ah! When the spatial shockwave spread out in all directions, a familiar scream rang out. Hee hee. Seeing that his trap had succeeded, Wang Xian revealed a faint smile. Tianmen Duke and his companions did not separate, and were still adjacent to each other. His area of effect attack landed directly on his companion. The powerful attack caused his companion to let out a scream. Wang Xian moved, and at a speed comparable to their teleportation, he arrived in front of the Creation Realm expert in the Void Universe. He moved his palm, and a huge dragon claw shrouded him directly. The horrifying power of death engulfed his body in an instant, killing him completely. What? Tianmen Duke's expression changed drastically when he heard the scream. He quickly used energy to protect his body, and scanned the surroundings vigilantly. Ka. In the next second, he felt all the mirrors around him shatter, and a horrifying claw covered him. The claw contained the energy to seal everything, and the threat of death. His heart thumped violently, and he wanted to escape. However, there was a huge gap between his current strength and Wang Xian's. A branch entered his body, preventing him from using any special treasures to escape. Following that, Wang Xian clenched his fist. Ah! A scream rang out, and Tianmen Duke's life was instantly extinguished. A space attribute expert with the strength of a control-level expert was easily killed by Wang Xian. The suppression of the universe, the sudden sneak attack, and the 2 experts from the Void Universe who were caught off guard. All these conditions combined allowed Wang Xian to consecutively kill 2 Creation Realm experts from the Void Universe. Fut. At the side, the Qilin Ball also launched a fatal attack on the other Creation Realm expert. The current situation was like a Creation Realm expert sneaking an attack on a Pinnacle Sovereign Realm expert. How could they resist when they had no time to react? There was no way to resist. Chapter 4168, Fut. It had a powerful horn and terrifying claws. While Wang Xian was attacking the 2 Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts from the Void Universe, Qilin Ox had also launched an attack. The sudden attack had caught the 2 heavenly Yuan creation realm experts off guard. On the other side, the 5 elements grindstone and Tai Chi dragon board had also launched their attack. Above the 5 elements grindstone, the 5 divine dragons merged into a 5-colored divine dragon and attacked one of the heavenly Yuan creation realm expert. The Tai Chi dragon board had transformed into a yin-yang divine dragon and attacked as well. Simultaneous attacks. Attacks that could kill instantly. However, when the Tai Chi dragon board's attack landed on the 1-meter-tall old man, the old man's skin cracked and he withstood the Tai Chi dragon board's attack. Following which, the old man's figure disappeared quickly with a face full of fear. A ray of light pierced through the sky. Even so, the attacks from Wang Xian, Chilean Ox, and the Tai Chi dragon board were all successful. 5 heavenly Yuan creation realm experts were killed in an instant. Screams rang out. There were a total of 7 people who had come to kill Tianxi through special means in order to obtain the heavenly Yuan creation realm treasure. When the last heavenly Yuan creation realm expert heard the horrifying sound, his pupils constricted and his face was filled with horror. Without any hesitation, he used his trump card to escape from this place. Wang Xian looked at the creation realm expert of heavenly origin realm and did not pursue him. The heavenly Yuan creation realm experts who could come here all had powerful trump cards. If they wanted to escape, it would be very difficult for Wang Xian to pursue them. Therefore, the 7th divine origin creation realm cultivator had escaped, so be it. He looked at the corpses of the 5 heavenly Yuan creation realm experts with excitement. The value of these corpses added up was higher than a complete heavenly Yuan creation realm expert's corpse. A complete corpse was a heavenly Yuan creation realm expert's corpse that could not be resurrected. In particular, 2 of the corpses were heavenly Yuan creation realm experts at the control level. With a wave of his arm, Wang Xian kept them with a smirk. This is. On the planet of the galaxy fragment, the experts and disciples from the 6 Paths universe widened their eyes in shock as they witnessed this scene. The energy emitted by the lost planet did not affect the people on the lost planet. All they saw was that the 7 creation realm experts, who were charging towards Muri Tianxi, suddenly froze. Then, Muri Tianxi's adoptive father, the Dragon King, and the others began to attack quickly. 5 divine origin creation realm experts had been killed, and 2 had escaped. This caused them to be incomparably shocked. The 3 lords of the 6 Paths universe couldn't even kill a single heaven origin creation realm expert. And this Dragon King from Dragon Palace had already killed 6 of them. Mu Li Tianxi's foster father and the others are so strong, simply too strong. Yeah, I really didn't expect Mu Li Tianxi to be so lucky. Not only was he born with the fortune of heaven origin, but he also has such a powerful foster father to protect him. This is also because Mu Li Yin is kind-hearted. If she didn't save the injured Dragon King from Dragon Palace, Mu Li Tianxi would have been killed without the protection of the experts. It's mainly because this Dragon King of Dragon Palace is more loyal and compassionate. Experts of this level all have resurrection treasures, but the Dragon King of Dragon Palace gave up the powerful fortune of heaven origin creation realm just because of this. How admirable! The Dragon King of Dragon Palace and the others are too strong. This time, Mu Li Tianxi shouldn't be in any danger. On the lost planet, the experts and disciples from the various tribes were in a heated discussion. They even deliberately praised the Dragon King of Dragon Palace and Mu Li Yin loudly. Everyone understood the situation before them. The Dragon King of Dragon Palace had once again killed 5 creation realm experts. With such terrifying strength, protecting Mu Li Tianxi shouldn't be too much of a problem. In that case, Mu Li Tianxi would be the creation realm lord of the 6 Paths universe in the future. At this time, they naturally had to please him. What? When the 7 creation realm experts suddenly broke through the defenses of the undead spirits in Soil Sand City and attacked the fortune of heaven origin creation realm experts, the surrounding creation realm experts were a little anxious as they stared at the scene intently. However, when they saw the 5 heaven origin creation realm powerhouses suddenly being killed and the 2 heaven origin creation realm powerhouses fleeing, they were slightly shocked and their faces were filled with disbelief. 5 divine origin creation realm experts had been ambushed, 5 of them. Among them were even 2 Creation Realm experts from the Void Universe. What was going on? Damn the Dragon King of Dragon Palace. You guys are able to unleash all your strength. How can you guys not be suppressed by the Six Paths universe? Duke Shining stared at Wang Xian's position. When he saw the Duke of Tianmen and another of his companions being killed, his expression changed drastically and he roared in anger. Even in the Six Paths universe, it was extremely difficult to kill the Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts. Just like Wang Xian, who had been pursued for such a long time, but still managed to escape. But now that 5 Creation Realm experts had been killed, there was only one possibility. A Creation Realm expert with true strength had launched a sneak attack and killed them instantly. All their trump cards could not be used. Otherwise, there was no other possibility. Huh! Duke Shining's words made all the surrounding Creation Realm experts' eyes narrow. Dragon King, are you going to protect the fortune of Heaven Origin Creation Realm? Protect that young man. Among the Creation Realm experts, the Fairy Queen, Heavenly Fusion Sage, Phoenix Emperor, and Patriarch of Black Tortoise were among them. They did not retreat to the side like the 12 ancestors of sorcery. They still had some thoughts about the fortune of Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts. Now that they saw Wang Xian unleashing the true strength of a Creation Realm expert, they frowned slightly and immediately transmitted their voices to Wang Xian. Yes, everyone, stop fighting. You guys can't get it. Wang Xian glanced at them and said confidently. Then, his eyes fell on the souls of souls and the corners of his mouth curled up. You can send another 10 Creation Realm experts over and let them fight for it. All right. The souls of souls looked at Wang Xian with flickering eyes. His eyes were also filled with astonishment. The Dragon Palace's Dragon King was unaffected by the Six Paths universe's suppression, though no one knew how he did it. But this also meant that the Dragon King of Dragon Palace and the others could really contend with them. They could easily wreak havoc in their Six Paths universe. Such an existence must not be made an enemy of. Fellow Creation Realm experts of Heaven Origin, which 10 of you want the fortune of Heaven Origin Creation Realm? I can let you go. The souls of souls looked at the Creation Realm experts and said plainly,